I invented makhana in the industry. I was the first in the 90s, early 90s, when people had not heard of makhana. I'd sit with a big dab of makhana, one big dab of kurmura and popcorn, and that's all I used to eat the whole day.
Radio Nasha.
What a time it is to be Raveena Tandon. Hello and welcome back to Radio Nasha.
Thank you. As always, it's always a pleasure and always a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you.
Because like I tell you always, Rohini जैसी
कोई नहीं.
Complete कर दिया इन्होंने.
Thank you so much, Raveena. It's amazing क्योंकि अगर मैं if I look at life for both of us, okay, from being a fangirl to actually sitting and doing this interview today, okay, एक ऐसा दौर था जहाँ पर शायद मैं रेडियो जॉकी नहीं थी और उस टाइम पर आप भी फोकस कर रही थी दूसरी चीज़ों पर. So I think everything happens for a reason.
Correct.
Where I am, I feel that I am doing the best work of my life right now, and so are you. This is amazing.
I completely agree with you. I think when you're young, you're there, your adrenaline is pumping and you're giving it your best. और आप कोशिश कर रहे हो सब कुछ करने की. But I think slowly, steadily जब सब कुछ pan out हो जाता है एक you can sit back and say हाँ वो सब कर लिया इधर से भागम भाग याद भी नहीं कि क्या किया. But now this is what I'm enjoying every moment as to how I'm doing it and how it's all unraveling.
हम बात कर रहे हैं आज just before the release of KGF 2. Press shows के messages आ गए हैं कि आ जाओ दीदी देख लो, alright? And I know that ये film जो है means a lot for all of us, okay? Not just actors but also हिंदुस्तान को इस film का इंतजार है.
जी.
क्या बदला है जब हम pan Indian film की बात करते हैं? आपका assessment क्या है कि ये फिल्में अलग कैसी होती हैं?
मेरे हिसाब से अलग नहीं होती, लेकिन हाँ एक चीज़ मैंने ज़रूर गौर किया था इस बात पे जब 90s में मैं साउथ की फिल्में करती थी. तो मेरे हिसाब से उस समय जो हमारा हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री था, आई थिंक हम लोग बहुत एक हॉलीवुड को मतलब अब्जॉर्ब करने में लगे हुए थे. I think a lot of our films were made on Western concepts, and कहीं ना कहीं हम अपना वो जो deep rooted एक culture है, जो mass level का culture है, वो हम भूल रहे थे. And जहाँ के जब मैं 90s में South में जाती थी shooting करने, तो वहाँ के तौर तरीके, वहाँ की traditions, वहाँ के cultures इतने deep rooted थे उनके scripts में और उनकी stories में कि वो it was literally woven together along with that. And I think that used to click so well with the masses, and whereas I've noticed they've continued doing that. I mean, if you see Pushpa, of course, that's the biggest example. I don't remember any film in Mumbai which has been made with that kind of a deep-rooted sensibility. ठीक है, उसमें थोड़ा मतलब वो forest smuggling, again the hero is an anti-hero kind of a thing. So it's not that, but it's just the entire atmosphere that they create. It just works with the audience.
You know what works for me is the fact that you are paired up, not really paired up, लेकिन आपके एक बहुत ही पुराने दोस्त KGF 2 में हैं, जिनके साथ आपने फिल्में की हैं, बहुत सारा टाइम बताया है. But I'm very upset कि इस फिल्म में आप दोनों ने स्क्रीन स्पेस शेयर नहीं किया है. And I am like, my heart is broken as a 90s fangirl, and that is Sanjay Dutt. Okay. रिश्ता तो ऑफ स्क्रीन भी बहुत ही प्यार वाला है. तो मुझे बताओ, when you said you wanted to do this film and you know that Sanjay Dutt is part of it, thoughts, feelings, और फिर कैसे डील किया कि यार नहीं, इस बार हम नहीं हैं एक दूसरे के ऑपोजिट?
नहीं, हम लोग एक दूसरे से बात करते थे, अरे you've left or what, अरे you've gone or what, he said yeah I finished and I had to go and then I would be landing in. तो ऐसे हम लोग का काम हिट एंड मिस हो रहा था. बट it's always a pleasure to meet Sanju and Mana personally. जब भी हम लोग socially भी मिलते हैं तो always वो it's like a family, as if a family is meeting after a while. And चाहे प्रिया के साथ हो या अंजू के साथ हो, my dad was a friend of Dutt Saab, and so the friendship and the bond continues since then. संजू के साथ इतनी सारी फिल्में की हैं, बहुत मज़ा आता है उनके साथ. He's I think the most fun co-star of mine, and but I think we've left the best for the next. तो थोड़ा रुकिए शायद और कुछ देखने को मिलेगा.
I know one thing about you, which is you're one of the best dancers in our country. Okay. Always been. And Sanjay Dutt has admittedly said this to us, saying यार ये लोग पता नहीं मुझसे dancing क्यों करवाते थे. Do you remember a dance sequence जहाँ पर ये कहीं ना कहीं ये एहसास हुआ था आपको?
Dancing ratio wise, I think Sanju was pretty with it.
Okay.
हाँ, तो मत उसकी वो बातें मत सुनना.
Okay.
Yeah. When you worked with Sunny and Saif, On the dancing level, I love them. They are my friends. But Sanju थोड़ा dancing wise थोड़ा ठीक ठाक कर लेता है.
ठीक थे. But he always used to say that यार पता नहीं क्यों dance
All the guys say that. I think they're like, we can't dance, dude. Don't make us dance.
You know what is amazing also in the last couple of months, we have seen you do some fantastic work. I met you last जब हम अरण्यक के लिए मिले थे और हम एक अरण्यक में ही मिले थे. It was amazing. जहाँ पर हम एक forest atmosphere में मिले थे. उसके बाद मैंने शो देखा and उसके बाद आज मैं मिल रही हूँ and I had so many thoughts and feelings which I kind of said on Instagram and stuff. But what a phase, okay, to be doing some of the best work you're doing. तो इसके बारे में मुझे बताओ कि how do you feel right now? What are the projects like? Are you getting to do things जो आपने शायद नहीं किया था पहले?
See, I had been getting offered a lot of projects. Some good, some bad, but nothing that was fantastic enough for me to say yes. So I made my the last time that I really liked something, I did it was Matra. So that was, I think, I've forgotten the year also. So it's okay, never mind. But I think it was 2013, 2014. So it's not that I was short of work, I was not getting work before Aranyak or after Matra or before Matra. It's just that I wanted to do something that would shake me also, you know. And Matra was such a hard-hitting script that I really had to say yes. And something that was close to my heart, that topic. Then of course, this whole door of web series has started और बहुत सारी ऑफर हुई, काफ़ी कुछ जाके आगे सक्सेसेस भी हो गई. तो मुझे लगता था क्या यार मैं क्या ठीक कर रही हूँ कि नहीं. And then Aranyak came and I had said no to the others. And Aranyak also initially I had said no to because I thought a lot more could have been done with it, which did develop into it later. And then finally they convinced me to do it. And when I read the worked upon script, it was again just fantastic. And I said yes, this is something I think now. अब मैदान में क्या बोलते हैं खड़े उतर देते हैं, हाँ उतर जाते हैं. तो I said okay, yes, this is something now again different. The other web series, yes, sure, I was offered, but it was again me playing myself. There were a couple of films also that were offered, which released on there, but again it was me playing myself, which, I mean, I've been there, done that. I'm comfortable in that zone. So it was necessary for me to again do something completely different from what I have been seen before to do. And that's when Aranyak happened. And then when the other web series, which I had gone ahead and said no to, became a very big hit. I was like, yaar, मैंने गलती तो नहीं कर ली. Aranyak had not released yet. I was like, oh, have I done, boo-boo. So then then luckily Aranyak happened, and the way it happened is a lot of reviews said that no one could have asked for a better web series debut, OTT debut the way I was lucky enough to get, actually.
You know what I also find is your ability to say yes to things and run, right? Because I know that this is a phase जहाँ पर बहुत सारी चीजें नई हो रही हैं हम सब के लिए, you know. For example, हम इंटरव्यू भी करेंगे और उसके बाद हम रील भी बनाएंगे, आपको तो पता है. So whether it's reels, whether it's wearing this amazing, है ना, whether it's wearing this amazing color जो usually आप नहीं पहनती
हूँ मैं.
हाँ, तो ये क्या है, मतलब inside internally, Raveena Tandon, is it a new phase where you're saying yes to things, or does it come from a place saying, अच्छा मैं yes तो कहूँगी लेकिन मुझे पता है कि it's not going to do anything bad to me. क्या है ये phase? कैसे decide?
No, it can all go wrong as well. So it's not that it can't not go wrong. But whatever you do, you have to do it with your full conviction, with sincerity, work hard on it, and then if it goes wrong, then it's just bad luck. But if you believe in it and you can make someone else believe in it, I think it works.
I like how हमारे इस interview में कोयल भी है.
I love it, and I hope you all don't stop because ये मीठी आवाज बहुत कम मुंबई में सुनने को मिलती है. सिर्फ नहीं तो कौओं की आवाज़ सुनने को मिलती है. एक मैं बड़ी खुश हूँ सुन के ये कोयल की आवाज़, और दूसरी मैं बहुत खुश होती हूँ इनकी रोहिणी जी की आवाज़ सुन के.
Oh my God!
On my radio it's always her, on the FM channels always her.
Thank you.
And then ये आवाज़ मुंबई में क्या बात है.
शुक्रिया आपके. You know, I also am very aware of the fact that you are somebody who looks at life in wholesome measures. It's not just
सब कुछ करना चाहिए.
सब कुछ करना चाहिए.
सब कुछ करना चाहिए.
कि ऐसे जियो, ऐसे खाओ, ऐसे पियो.
Exactly.
मैंने कभी ये नहीं सुना कि रवीना टंडन जो है डाइट पे है.
हाँ.
कैसे? बट हाउ डू यू लुक लाइक दिस? बता ही दो आज.
नहीं वो अभी थोड़ा डाइटिंग वाइटिंग करनी
हो
पड़ती
रहा
है.
है.
पहले मैं बहुत डाइटिंग करती थी. यू आस्क एनी ऑफ माय हीरोज एंड दे विल गिव यू अ लिस्ट ऑफ व्हाट आई यूज्ड टू ईट. आई थिंक आई इन्वेंटेड मखाना इन द इंडस्ट्री. आई वाज द फर्स्ट इन द 90s, early 90s, when people had not heard of makhana. You ask Sanju, ask Sunny, ask Saif, ask Sunil, ask anyone. I'll sit with a big dabba of makhana, one big dabba of kurmura and popcorn, and that's all I used to eat the whole day.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. और अब how do you, because there are women looking at you right now in this interview and they're
now
like,
I eat very healthy in fact, because I realize के अपनी सेहत बहुत important है. अगर I mean अपनी health नहीं है तो फिर कुछ नहीं है. And I have shifted to eating everything in pure ghee.
Oh.
My rotis are all नाचनी का, जिसे रागी कहते हैं, या बाजरा. More of natural, organic. सब vegetables organic हम लोग मंगाते हैं. तो मेरा eating style बहुत ही natural हो गया है. And trust me, you don't put on weight with ghee.
बिल्कुल.
हाँ, आप शक्कर और घी मिलाओ और कुछ मीठा बनाओ तो शायद हो जाएगा.
Of course.
बट अगर आप, मैं अपने दाल में भी इतना घी डालती हूँ, गरम गरम घी का तड़का वगैरह, बहुत मज़ा आता है. So I have shifted more towards vegetarian, more towards natural, more towards organic.
Oh my God! I mean, anybody listening in, please know this. This is the secret to looking like Raveena Tandon. Okay, this is what it is.
बहुत अरसे से actually, I think nearly 3-4 years now I've been doing that.
That's fine. I also, as you say ना कि खिलाड़ी के लिए मैदान पता नहीं कब आता है, you know, and जैसे ही
You
आता
got to be always ready.
You gotta be ready, darling. You gotta be ready. मुझे बताओ, इस दौर में when you are kind of going to things, running to things, okay, do you ever feel that there are times where you sit down and say, oh my God, I need some time off, okay? और इस time off में ideally what is the thing that you do to fill yourself? क्या करती हैं आप to recharge, to rejuvenate? Is it reading? Is it yoga? Is it eating right? Is it cooking? मुझे बताइए.
So, you know, to be honest, I always plan myself well.
Okay.
I know that if I'm going to have a hectic schedule for the next 20 days, I'm going to be working non-stop. वो 20 days के end में वो जो एक हफ्ता मुझे मिलता है, मैं किसी जंगल में भाग जाती हूँ. So me and my daughter, we are complete wildlife buffs.
Correct.
So me, my daughter and my son, if Anil is free, then he joins us, otherwise dad joins. Mom joins us, my mom-in-law joins us.
I'm sorry, I have to at this point say, if you want to cut, we can. You want
Takes
to do that
time
again?
too. No, it's fine.
Okay, please go.
So yeah, we all just make a trip and we just take off together. So I see to it that I have that time off. Yeah.
Yes, yes. You know, there was a time when you know, we turned around and we felt a lot for you recently. And I just want to say that at Radio Nasha, all of us took a moment to celebrate the life and work of your father.
Thank you.
And we want to thank him today through
Thank
you.
you.
क्योंकि इन्होंने जो हम सबको दिया है, okay, हम सबको एक बचपन दिया है, हम सबको गाने दिए हैं, फिल्में दिए हैं.
Yeah.
So just want to say that thank you so much, okay,
Yeah.
for doing whatever he did. I
Thank
must
you.
acknowledge that.
Even now, I see a lot. I'm so happy when I see Neetu ji on screen, and you know, she's constantly doing those Khel Khel Mein songs.
Yeah.
And I think of Papa and Chintu uncle, and I say they must be doing a cheers up there right now.
They must be. They
Yeah.
must be. And he must be so proud of you. Even today.
Yeah, always.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah. I want to end this phase or today's chat because we have so much to, I can talk to Raveena Tandon all day, okay, but I know she has other things to
Varied
do.
topics. We can talk on anything.
Anything, all the time. But I want to end today by asking you, what is the most exciting thing about being Raveena Tandon for the next 6 months? मुझे बताओ.
For the next 6 months, I think I'm looking forward to producing a few things that I'm very excited about.
Okay.
I'm excited about a couple of films that I've signed also. Definitely excited about my husband's releases.
Yes.
He's also got a good lineup of releases now.
Yeah.
And I think I actually have to say one thing. I always, in every interview of mine, do give you know, a lot of credit for when we talk about South films and now Pan-India films. I think a lot of it actually is thanks to Anil Tharani. Because if it was not for him to have the faith and the push of bringing these films and making them pan-India and distributing them into the Hindi heartland, whether it's a Pawan Khind now in Marathi, which has, you know, been historic as far as the release goes. It's been Bahubali, it's been Ghazi Attacks, it's been all these Pushpa, it's been KGF. Even KGF and Prashant and Yash, they said, you know, no one had faith in us. This was a new thing, Kannada industry, we making this. But Anil saw 8 hours of the film and he had faith to bring it down to and make it pan-India. So I think a lot of credit definitely goes to him. But yes, so this is all that I'm looking forward to. It's a huge package and I'm looking forward to the next year, and I'm thinking it's going to be a great year.
It better be for us, the fans, because we want to see Raveena Tandon every day. Okay? I'm not kidding you. Rose. मुझे तो लगता है कि आपको ये करना ही चाहिए.
Radio Nasha.